Hello, can you hear me? Hey, Suman.
Hi, hello, good
Hey, buddy,
morning.
how are you? Money, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. Thanks a lot for having some time for us. So, let me get started, right? Um,
Yeah,
Let me tell a few words who we are and why we asked for your time. Well, first of all, thanks for joining today. Uh, my name's Alex. Dmitry actually I wrote the request, and unfortunately he couldn't join today. But we are co-founders together, so we worked closely. And he told about today's meeting and sent your LinkedIn profile. So I'm absolutely aware on your experience, which is very impressive in accounting. Um, so we do a startup we called Flash. So we do actually um, several aspects, working on several aspects in B2B transactions, financing, payments, and back office operations like account payables, account receivables. That's why we are early stage startup, and right now we talk to market experts who deal with the actual B2B transactions on daily basis, like you do, and we talk in order to discover some frictions, some maybe things to make better, so that we put it on our product called Flash. Well, I learned your LinkedIn profile, and again, it seems to be very like professional and exciting to talk to you, since you have great experience in managing those companies in terms of accounting. So I would like to ask you questions on what you do, how you do it, and specify some things. So yeah, could you please tell a few words what specifically you do right now and what you're responsible for, how your daily work looks like?
okay. So, right now, I am working for a accounting firm in USA, so which is located in Dallas.
Hmm.
So it's a accounting advisors. So it's a CPF firm. So mainly we are focusing on the e-commerce business clients. So we are doing bookkeeping things and all the other accounting things, creating financial reports and all. So handling AR and AP. So complete accounting works for all of our clients. And also we provide some services like sales tax filing. We have another sibling company called Tax Hero.
Hmm.
So yeah, from that firm, we serve sales tax filings as well. So like when it comes to the real-time work, what we do is bookkeeping things like categorizing bank and credit card transaction, reconciling bank accounts, and importing all the sales information from the e-commerce portal to the accounting books using various softwares. Um, for example, like the sales in from Shopify and Amazon seller. So like that. And we do the API handling for our clients using various tools like a build.com and Corpay one. So which makes our work a little easy by automating few things. And they will help in our industry to find out errors and any kind of duplication of payments
I
like
see.
that. So
Mhm.
yeah. And on the monthly basis, we will reconcile the books and we will reconcile the payments like a clearing accounts, whether the payments are fully received for the sales or something is pending. So we will make a workbooks for those and we will reconcile and submit those reports, and we will share all the information using Google Drive and shareable folders and all. And we will communicate with the clients. Like we have various stages of staff. firm. Like we have staff accountants who really work on the bookkeeping things and regular things, and senior level accountants who is going to review the staff accountants works and monitor other category works. So the staff accountants and senior accountants completely take care of all the raw work which needs to be done within the accounting books, and the client managers will take care of the communication with the clients, like whenever they request for any calls and presentation of their financial reports and states of their financial status. So and we will make all the reports using various tools, kind of like Fathom, and recently there are new tools for reporting. So and these are the things on a regular basis we do. I can also like tracking their fixed assets things and prepaid expenses, and tracking them on a periodically basis, like a month to month. And if we have any issues with unknown transactions, we will regularly on weekly basis we will send all the reports to clients on the to get answers for those unclassified transactions. So once we have that information, we can uh, clear those out like that. So few things are taken care on weekly basis. So we are not going to be backlogged at the month end, and some things will be classified for monthly closures, and we will do those things on a monthly basis like that. So this is the overall responsibilities of us,
Wow.
and to make sure all things. And also we use some tools to review our books, client books. So using those tools, we can easily identify where the mistakes are happening, like kind of wrong classifications or anything missing. Like it will indicate us if there is any chart of account having a different value than it's supposed to be, and if there are any duplicates, or if there are any misclassifications, so we can identify them, and we will correct the books. So for the various kind of tasks, we have various kind of applications we are using, and we are trying our level best to give accurate reports to our clients.
Wow.
So this is the
That
overall service we are providing.
that sounds to be like super multitasking work. So super like complicated. I mean, in terms of a number of tasks you handle. So impressive. That's impressive. A lot of work. What you do for customers. Wow, just impressed. Well, could you please tell a few words on your clients, who your clients are? I mean, I get in general what e-commerce clients might look like. I mean, that's probably yeah, Amazon and Shopify sellers. But do you see any like similar segments or in terms of what they sell and how big they are? Let's say either any like niche in e-commerce that you see that you define, which takes more volume, and how many like transactions in average do they have, just to understand how big they are and what they actually do.
Yeah, like we are mostly dealing with a few clients are related to the cosmetic products in the market.
Mm.
So those clients are really big in our fund. And also like few clients are kind of food related products. So like dehydration drinks and some other kind of food related items.
Yeah.
So these are the major clients we are handling right now. And also like some of the clients are into the cloth business, like t-shirts and jeans kind of. So we are handling those kind of clients right now.
And how many transactions do they have? I mean, I understand that they're different, but just in common, maybe all like from smallest amount to biggest amount, just to understand averages. transactions per month?
Yeah, for in a big client, we will have like I can separate the transaction in a category wise. For a big client, we will be having around 20 to 30 bills to enter in AP every week. And to categorize, there will be a lot more transaction like 100 and 150 per week minimum in a big client. And also like in terms of sales, like sales is completely automated, so we just using another tool, we just pull all the information from, it won't be a big deal. So it will take just a initial setup like integration. So integration is the biggest part with the tools. Once we integrated properly, it won't take much effect to import sales. But at the end of the month, we need to reconcile and compare all the reports with the sales portal and the portal which is helping us to import all the sales data to QuickBooks. So that will be the major part in that sales portion. And our big clients will be having almost 2 to 3 million in a month sales in the seasons, and like around at least 1.5 million on an average throughout the year. So
And in terms of
those are
transactions, let's say, what the average order value, just to understand the transactions number, the volume.
like in Shopify, like we usually look at the day-to-day sales value instead of order value. Like the order value based on the product, it was vary, but there will be more number of orders in a single day. So like in Shopify, we see big transaction around like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, like 100K, 200K valuable orders will be there in Shopify in a day.
I see, I see. And well, the first thing you mentioned, 20 to 30 tran- something per day. I mean, I didn't get, you started to tell about
Like it's
not sales, but
related to AP.
pay, payables, and who they pay for, and what kind of transactions those are APs. Is that like
Yeah,
goods
APs are
purchasing?
related to their vendors. Yeah, inventory vendors, and also like some of them are related to the influencers who they are paying. So some of the bills from the majorly we see influencer these days like Facebook and Instagram influencers are making a big impact on the market. So our clients, some of our clients using their services to promote their products, and they will pay commissions to them, and they will pay some money for advertising their products in their Instagram and Facebook channels. And those bills and other regular like uh, kind of regular software bills for the other services, and 3PL. Few clients are having separate 3PL handling, uh, warehouse handling 3PL vendors. So those bills and all.
I see.
So mainly advertisement marketing bill related bills are taking major part these days.
I see. And talking about B2B payments, which are suppliers, they buy the products, the stock from in order to then sell online. Do you handle those?
You're asking about bills and bill payments?
Yeah, APs for suppliers, to suppliers, which
Yeah, we handle them.
that's also the part of APs, right? And
Yeah.
again, for the average e-commerce clients, just could you please again mention the number of APs for the average one? How many APs do they have?
You're asking about the small business clients?
Yeah, small business, yeah, not big one.
Yeah, for the small business clients, it's a different. Like we see usually maybe 6 to 7 bills per week.
I see. Not so
Uh,
much.
the small business client. Yeah, not much.
I see. Well, if we again take the smaller ones, small business clients, um, are those clients like take the major part of in your client list? I mean, is it like um, most of the clients are small ones, or most of the clients are middle and big ones?
Most of the clients are in 2024, there are a lot of changes happened. And right now we are dealing with mostly middle and big clients only. So we are having less small business clients right now.
Oh, that's interesting. And what changes drove this?
Uh, Mainly, we said, we are using several automation tools and all to automate all the works and everything. And in terms of some clients, small business clients, instead of having an accounting firm, they switch to have their own accountant in their business instead of giving a contract to the accounting firm. They feel like it's a little bit expensive. So in terms of we are providing a lot of services and we are providing a lot of tools to have accurate records in their accounting books. So some of the clients felt it was too expensive for them. So
Uh,
that makes a difference this year.
I see. And how do they actually resolve this? I mean, they used to work for with you, and then in some in some cases they just switched to is to other services that probably I don't know, like personal consultants, offshore consultants, right? Or who they might be, where they went from you.
Sorry, I got some disturbance. Sorry, can you repeat that
Yeah.
again?
So you used to have small business clients, right? And
Yeah.
some of them decided to switch to other companies who are like all personal consultants or personal accountants who are cheaper, so that they save money, right? So, do you know who they switched to from your service?
Uh, Not exactly. I'm not aware of those details. Those details are kept in secret. We are not allowed to see all those informations. That will be with our company admins.
I see. Well, yeah, no problem. I mean, just to figure out what. Okay, and in terms of let's say workload, let's take the average company you serve. Uh, well, let's say I'm an e-commerce and I have like 1,000 transactions per month. I mean, 1,000 sales. In terms of number of sales, how long would it take you? I mean, what the workload for me would be? How many hours your company spends? I'm just asking that. I just want to understand, is that time consuming to serve this kind of client? And then I would like to ask what specifically you do to do that and what kind of software. So let's say here's an accountant in your company, and how many, how much hours would be spent for this client making like 1,000 sales per month? Just roughly, could you please estimate?
Uh, yeah, actually, there is a specific process for that. So based on the business of the client and how much they are paying and how many services we were agreed to offer to the client. So based on all these various things, it will be depend. So
Mm,
how much time we will invested on the client. So for an example, for some clients, we need to give some special reports and we need to work on more things like inventory reconciliation and COGS reconciliation kind of things. For some clients, it will be automated from the tools what they are using for the 3PL. So it's a depends on it's very based on the clients. So how much services we are providing, it's all based on that. Like you asked for the small business, like for e-commerce business client who are having 1,000 transaction in a month.
Yep.
So,
So let's say
yeah.
it's account just basic accounting things. I want to put it with those sales to my books and also do like I don't know, like 10 payments. So it's 40, 50 payments, APs in a month. So just basic stuff.
So yeah, it will occupy around maybe 2 to 3 hours daily for the regular things on that client. Like with the tools we are using right now, which makes a lot of work as automation. So like once today we work on that client and we clear everything in terms of categorization and recording bills, and is there any payments like of mainly for the payment processing of bills, we will have a particular schedule like on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly or a monthly basis. So the client will approve for the payments. So then we will process it. Mostly like they are having weekly payments, a majority of our clients. So on a weekly basis, on a particular day, so we will record all the bills by the date and submit for client's approval. So they will review once from their end and approve the bills which needs to be paid. So
Mhm.
then we will process those bills from our end for the payments.
And
So like a few tasks are like so once we done completely today, so maybe tomorrow will be the lesser work, and
Mhm.
a couple of days later we need to again refresh the books and check everything. Uh, so like that. So maybe uh, 3 days a week would be major for the reviewing client books, and a couple of days will be we can invest lesser time on that clients. So like we don't have much work once we are done today. So maybe we can see less stuff tomorrow. So we invest less time working on the books. And after tomorrow, we will be seeing more things again like that. So for a client on a daily basis, it will take 2 to 3 hours mostly.
and for this setup, for this kind of client, what kind of tools again we will use? Like Bill.com, right? Anything else?
Uh, yeah, like there are several things like a Corpay one, and there are some other stuff. But like we found Bill.com is very useful for AP management. And if clients are ready to use, we can use it for AR management as well. But it will be like in e-commerce business, they will get paid when the sales was happened. So everybody is paying through credit cards, and everything is paid when they purchase. So we don't see much AR things for our clients since they are e-commerce. So is there any uh, clients who are selling to the retailers or wholesalers? So in the clients, we will see some AR related stuff majorly. So if they want to track AR payments through bill.com, we can use for that also.
Well, since I'm not like a pro in this area, I just don't get some things. I mean, there are a whole bunch of tools that support all these accounting procedures, uh,
Yeah, nowadays,
QuickBooks, connectors, etc. So seem that like whole bunch of tools, but still accountants have to spend 2, 3 hours a day, which makes like 40, 50 hours a month for some operations. Why it's not like 100% automated? No. Why it's like that? I mean, what's the efforts are spent to? I mean, you describe what specifically you do day by day, etc. But why it couldn't be like just, or one-time integration, then just I mean, it's e-commerce, it's more or
yeah,
less same kind of transactions, but still requires manual procedures on daily basis. Why it's like that?
Yeah, like mainly things we can't automate the AP related stuff. So like the bots can make a lot of mistakes. We can't automate that bill recording things. Sometimes I experienced a few things in my experience. So sometimes my clients get bills from their vendors in a different formats. So like they send by mistakenly with a one format, one in one email, and they will send a bill attachment in a different format. So if there is a small difference in the bill number, like is there any special character is missing or something is missing, so human can notice the description and each and everything. So the date of service when they taken and everything. So they will raise a question. We will raise question to client. So we received these two bills, whether they are two are real or is this a duplicate of any other bill. So is this a duplicate or not? So we will save our clients money in that. Sometimes the clients also won't know. Maybe if they are receiving more bunch of bills from a particular vendor, so they didn't catch the mistake, any duplication of bill sometimes. So which leads to the duplicate payment. So they lost a payment sometimes. It will take a little extra hours, efforts to get the money back from the vendor, or to adjust that payment in the future invoices. So to avoid that, we use mostly manual entries, like using the tools, but we will review and confirm the bills. We did not automate those kind of things. And also like for the regular credit card expenses and all, so we can categorize them using a bots, but still we are having issues. So for an example, there is a credit card payment of $5,000 to a vendor, and there is another vendor bill with the same amount, $5,000 was they were there. So what shows in the accounting software is it will suggest to ease our work. So there is a match. There is a bill payment which is created for $5,000, but it won't check the description properly. It won't verify the vendor name fully. So we can see there are a lot of vendors with the similar names, but there is a small change in their business name. So at the time, what will bots will do is they will just automate the, like they will just adjust those payments which are processed for a different vendor to a different vendor. So which leads, it will show our books when we run AP in our books. It will show that we already paid, so there is no payment due for that particular vendor. But later we will get email notifications or some other follow-up emails from that particular vendor that they are missing a payment from our client for a particular bill. So then we need to go back and run all the checks, everything. So to make sure these kind of things, so manual checks and manual review is most important on a particular periodic basis, like weekly basis and monthly basis.
So yeah,
So we can do them, but we can't completely rely on them. So the bots can do a lot of mistakes, but a human eye can catch several of those things.
makes sense. Make absolutely makes sense. So yeah, no human can be excluded, right? At the moment, but still, yeah, still, such companies like Bill do some, you know, save some time for you, right? I mean, without this kind of services, it might be even like more time spent for those manual stuff. And we also noticed that a lot of companies, service companies who do accounting as outsource, do everything in Excel. Can you imagine it? I mean, 2024, but they still do it in Google spreadsheets and Excel. That was kind of surprising. Uh, well, I just check what Build does, and there is like a whole bunch of services they provide. Uh, why I'm like going there, I will show a few other alternatives we are looking at. So I just want to ask to give a couple of comments. Which of those services are used by you on daily basis and like really add value, and which are maybe makes no sense and not really used. So could you please provide? So you already mentioned APs as the main one. What would you say about the others? Those payment related, what else? Integrations, cash flow management, etc. So are they used by your company as a part of service?
For all of our clients, we use Bill.com for AP related stuff only. Since
Mhm.
I already mentioned, dealing with
Yep.
e-commerce clients, they don't have much accounts receivables. So we are not experienced more about using accounts receivables in Bill.com. So we are more focused on the accounts payable. And the other thing, in a Bill.com, what it helps is when we get an email, so we can integrate all those emails to build.com inbox. So there will be an inbox in build.com, so where we can automate getting all the emails. So we can forward automatically those bills to the build.com inbox. So from there, we can see all the emails. And when we click on the attachment, it automatically digitally read the document, and it will automatically populate a vendor, bill number, and bill amount, everything, bill date and due dates. So it will make our work easy.
So no data entry,
Uh,
no manual copy paste work, right?
Yeah, no manual copy paste. It will automatically read the document, and it will populate the vendor details and everything. So, but we need to make sure, we need to verify all the information. That's the major part. So we need to make sure of that. So it was suggested perfect the vendor name and invoice dates and everything. So we are using the accrual accounting method. So sometimes those bills are having a different description, like those are related to February month services, but the bills are generated in May month, and they send bills right now. So bill.com does it will suggest the invoice date as May 6th, but actually the service was taken back in February. So we do is to have that expense in the correct month of P&L. So we will book that bill to the February month, but we will change the due date as per the bill. So which reflects the expense in the exact month, but we will have correct due date in the books, that kind of things. And also if the bill is related to particular, like 3 months or 6 months uh, subscription kind of thing. So we don't book those kind of things to have a particular month. So we will split that bill, and we will book those to the prepaid expenses, and monthly basis we will amortize that amount to the expense account evenly. So these kind of things can be done manually. And also like a build.com helps, like if we don't use any tool like build.com or any other tool. So what we need to do is we need to check our AP, and we need to process the payments manually, vendor by vendor, bill by bill. Like we need to, but using a bill.com, we can select, we can review all the bills, and based on the due dates which are due this week, so we can review all the bills and we can approve them for the payment. And also next as a next step, we can select all the vendor bills which needs to be paid, and we can process those bills payments at a time. So we will see only single transaction in our bank account, so which will reduce the number of transaction in the bank statement. So it will be the amount collected from bill.com. Bill.com will be submitting those payments after a couple of days to the vendors once the
I
payment was done.
uh, thanks for details. I mean, that's really appreciate for having for giving me specific details. Just to figure out regarding bill.com, do you use so-called accounting console? Or,
We use accounting console.
and in general, does bill.com has some like disadvantages you want to fix, or it works quite properly and nothing to add in this case, in your opinion?
Like in my experience and in my opinion, I think Bill.com giving most of the required uh, options to us. So
I see.
the only recently we encounter is like so we don't have a multiple delete option for bills at one time, like deleting multiple bills at a time. So we
Mhm.
are missing that option, the bill.com. So that one is missing. Like what happened with the client is while inaugurating bill.com to a new client. So what happened? Two-way synchronization. So there will be two kind of synchronization: one-way synchronization and two-way synchronization. The two-way synchronization does synchronizing bills from QuickBooks to Bill.com data. So like if we enter in a bill from in a bill in QuickBooks directly, so bill.com will synchronize that bill to bill.com also. But if we turn on only single way synchronization, so only the bills which are entered in bill.com will be synced to QuickBooks. No data will be collected from QuickBooks.
I
So it
see.
won't get anything. But like when we made a mistake, it happened like uh, two-way synchronization was turned on and several old bills were synced to bill.com. So at the time to delete all the old bills which were synced to bill.com wrongly, bill.com will take only the bills, not the bill payments. So what happened is in a bill.com, those old bills will be shown in AP for the payments, but actually they are already paid. So we have those records in the accounting software, but Bill.com did not collect it because it was mainly focused on the bills when it comes to the old data synchronization. So we need to switch that to single way synchronization, like synchronizing everything from Bill.com only to QuickBooks. So at the time to delete the data which was wrongly synchronized, so the option was missing. Like in any place, we can open all the bills and select a multiple of bills and delete them. So that one is missing. That is the only thing we noticed in terms of missing features in bill.com. Apart from that, when it comes to reports and all, like compared to the other tools we earlier used, Bill.com provides much more uh, useful things for us.
And what kind of alternatives to build.com have you tried before? Uh, can you name a couple of them? Maybe you just
Uh,
know you didn't try, but you know that there are like alternatives on the top of your head, which are.
yeah, I have an example like a Corpay one is the one thing we use for few clients as alternative of
Do you please
Bill.com.
spell it or just repeat? I just didn't get the name.
I think I can type it in Dropbox.
Yeah, that would be great. Would be perfect. Corpay one. All right, got it. So it didn't work out, right, with them?
Yeah, actually, what we are mainly missing in that Corpay one is it's also quite a nice tool, but it's missing some proper reports. So we can't get a proper AP summarized reports or detailed reports in that. So major issue with the reports in that portal. So at the every month end, we will reconcile accounting books with these AP managing softwares. So whether the data is correct, we are having in accounting books on this AP managing tool. So while doing that reconciliation, we are missing a useful reports in Corpay one.
Mm. The last question of mine regarding build.com and in general, actually, regarding ownership of this tool. Do you own the account and you paid, I mean, your company pays for it, or your customer subscribes, I mean, buys subscriptions and provides an access to accountant? How it actually works when you use the tool, build.com, I mean.
Actually, we buy the tool and we have the subscription for the tool, and we will give you all the knowledge about the tool to clients if we need to newly board them to this tool, and we will add those clients in the bill.com. Some of the clients, if they are already using, we will just get the access within bill.com. We continue using them.
And what happens if clients already have similar solution to? manage the APs? Do you integrate, or do you replace and work in clients' system, or you